All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at some updates for this week. We're going to start some new material this week. Nothing complicated, all about waves, but we're going to start off first taking a look at Google Classroom. As you will notice, I have changed the header, and this has been the same for all three classes, so this will apply to all of you. Our Google Meets are still going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. However, the times have changed. Okay. As you can see, the times there, first block is from 10:30 to 10:55. Second block is from 11 to 11:25. And third block is from 11:30 to 11:55. Now, the times that you see there, we might do the full time. For the most part, we will not take the full 25 minutes. It's just scheduled that way so, we have enough time. Now, and we'll save that for question and answer period. I might do some activities for you during that particular time frame, and I'll keep you up to date on those. And still, if you happen to miss, let's say you miss Tuesdays, you can show up Thursdays. If you've been through Tuesday and you feel comfortable with all the information, you don't have any questions, and obviously you don't necessarily have to show up Thursdays unless you want to just pop in and say, "Hey, I'm here," and just drop off. Okay. Mr. Yaris did share with you guys some time, the meet times for everybody in the building, including your electives, and for those of you that have Miss Stewart or Miss Jackson. Okay. So please make sure you take a look at those times. The schedule, the way it's going to work is just like if you're going to actual school. Let's say you have me second block. You'll come to me, you'll join my Google Meet from 11 o'clock to 11:25. Okay. And then once you're finished with me in second block, then you go to third block. Wherever you have the third block, you just join them with their code at that particular time. Our Google Meet codes will be posted in Google Classroom. Okay. They are also posted on the sheet that was shared with you by Mr. Yardis. Mr. Yardis also did share with you a Google Doc to help you guys out with writing down your schedule. Please make sure you take a look at that. Also, he shared with you guys some guidelines, some rules to follow while you are in Google Meets. Okay, so please make sure you follow those. I know that there's been some of you had a couple of those issues so far. So please make sure you follow directions. I don't want to have to report you to the assistant principal or have to contact your parents directly to fix that situation. Now, I did change up Google Classroom a little bit. I'm going to clean up still a little bit more, maybe get rid of some of these warm-ups, get rid of some of your old classwork. But we have an announcements tab. And when you come to Google Classroom, you can still check out the stream. You're still going to find some stuff there, but it's going to be more organized right here on the classwork tab. Now, like I said, I'll have my longer announcements here. I'll post them there. Warm-ups. We probably will not have warm-ups on Monday, just so you guys can get started on your initial classwork. I'll probably start those up a little bit, probably on Tuesday, just to give you guys some time to get acclimated coming back. Our online classwork, your agenda for science and social studies is going to be posted here, and any assignments that are separate of the agenda will be posted here as well. For example, there is a Google Slides presentation that you guys are going to be making. It will be posted separate of the agenda right here, and you will see that today. Okay. As far as other links are concerned, I don't know if Mr. Yardis has shared with you guys a link to a game called Breakout EDU. They are having daily contests at 2 o'clock where you guys can win free prizes. They're very challenging puzzles. It's just like an escape room. And your prize, they do change it from week to week. I know this week they're including a little Sphero robot along with the Breakout EDU kits for home and for school. Okay. Your old classwork, the ones that are still on here are still here. I'm probably going to delete those a little bit later this week. I will not delete the grade recording sheets that were shared with you during the review sessions. I'll leave that up there. And for those of you that are finished with those assignments, you can go ahead and submit that if you haven't already done so. Make sure your scores are all in there. You need at least 15 out of I believe it's the 34 assignments. And once you're finished, you can go ahead and click submit. Okay. And I'm going to leave all three of those up there, even though they are all the same thing. You do not need to fill it out twice. Okay. So if we have any questions about that, I will certainly answer those in Tuesday's session. Okay. But our meeting times are still Tuesdays and Thursdays. So you guys don't have to ask a billion questions about when our Google Meets are. Okay, this will be the same time frames for Ms. Fresquez and for Ms. Bullard. Okay, we're all following a modified schedule. Now, getting to your work for the week. Okay, this is going to be the first page here is all science. The second page is social studies. Okay, now what I need you to do is follow all the instructions and all the links. Please follow all instructions and all links to ensure that you complete the activities correctly. This should be completed by the end of the day on Sunday, April 26th. However, you obviously know getting it done earlier than that would be great. That way you don't have to rush. Okay. We have a vocabulary assignment, which I'll go over in just a second. We have an Edpuzzle video here, and that's going to be any videos that we have you guys watch. We're going to label that as watch it. Okay. Sometimes it'll be Edpuzzle, sometimes it'll just be a YouTube video, but you guys know with Edpuzzle to log in with Google. Okay. It would help if you guys would log in to your student email first and log into Google Classroom that way, and then open up and click the links. Okay. But you guys should already know that. It shouldn't be an issue. Okay. Our next category is review it. Okay. You're going to go to if you click the link, it'll take you straight to BrainPop. You're going to be answering one on waves, answering the questions. And you can also play some of the games on there to review the information if you don't do so well. The login information is located right here. The username is Cumberland County, all one word. And the password is BrainPop. Okay, you should be able to copy and paste that straight into BrainPop. Okay, and finally, under Research It, you'll go to the Ducksters website, which is linked right here on Research It. You just click right there, you'll go straight to it. And you can find out more information on waves. You pick any of those topics you want. You don't have to complete all of those. Okay. Now, coming back up to the vocabulary. Okay. We have shared a list. We're going to be sharing a list of vocabulary words with you here in just a second. But what you're going to do is you're going to create a Google Slides presentation with the attached vocabulary words and definitions. You're going to start with an introduction slide. Then each vocabulary slide should include the term, the definition, and a picture to represent the term. And like I said, I'm going to post that separately in Google Classroom under the online classwork tab. Now, the vocabulary words you have for this are all right here. Okay, you also have the definitions. You have waves, medium, mechanical wave, transverse wave, longitudinal wave, crest, trough, amplitude, wavelength, and frequency. Okay, I know some of you are probably going to write these down. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Okay, but it is not a requirement. Now up here, I'm going to show you guys just the basic. This is all a basic bones vocabulary presentation. Okay. I need you to make sure you type your name right here. You type the date and you type what block you're in or what block you are in. Okay. So please make sure you do that. Right here are the directions, just like I've already said. Okay. Now, after that, you start typing in your vocabulary word, putting definition in there, the pictures, make it as pretty as you want. You don't want to change the background color. You just want to have the term definition and just a basic picture here over to the side. That is fine. Now, you will have to create more slides for each of your vocabulary words. Okay. So you need to make sure you do that. Okay. Now, and once you finish with those vocabulary slides, you can submit them. Okay, you don't have to wait. All right. Now, for social studies, you have 2 Edpuzzles that will be posted on the Age of Exploration. Just make sure you take care of those. So just have a watch it for Edpuzzle, and the link will be there. And I'll go ahead and clean out the rest of the Edpuzzle so you guys have all that. You don't see any random stuff. And I will make the due dates on those for a little while from now, just so you guys can see those, just in case you have issues with your laptops this week. Our review at this for social studies is to watch 2 brain pops on Christopher Columbus and Henry Hudson, 2 early explorers of the Americas and North America in general. Again, you have the login and passwords for BrainPop. And then finally, for further interest, this is also kind of like a research it, like we had up here for science. You'll go to Ducksters.com, click on history. Underneath world history, click on the Renaissance and click on Age of Exploration. Now, I may post a separate link here to help you guys get to that quicker. You might see that after I finish this video. Once you are finished, let me stop there. Remember to email your teacher or join Google Meet sessions on Tuesdays and Thursdays if you have questions about the new science or social studies material. Obviously, if you have questions, you don't want to wait until Tuesday, or you just want to join the Google Meets, not really say much. I know some of you are really nervous like that. Just make sure you email me your questions, and I'll be happy to answer those questions the best I can. And once you finish with all these assignments, social studies and science, you can submit this document. That way I know you're finished. Okay. If you need to, you could type stuff on here saying that you've got it done. Like if you want to type your score in here right next to where it says, on the Edpuzzles, you could do that. It's not necessary, but just if you want to, you can. Now, also, just to give you a little introduction to Waves, this presentation is going to be shared with you. Mr. Bell, one of the other science teachers on the hallway, did record a video for us. Mr. Bell is very, very well familiar with Waves and is an expert in this topic. So I'm going to defer to him to explain a few things to you, and you'll see that. And again, you can pause that video and rewatch that part of the video as much as you want. You don't have to write anything down if you don't want to. You can if you need to. I know some of you like to write and take notes. And if you have any questions, just make sure you email me or ask me during Tuesday's Google Meet. Okay? So please make sure you try to join the Google Meet that is scheduled for you. If you happen to miss your Google Meet on Tuesday, you guys can join me on Thursday. After about 10 minutes, if I don't have people showing up for my Google Meets, we have a small turnout, I may just go ahead and decide to end it there. So make sure you go ahead and check Google Classroom if the meet is over, you happen to miss it. I can give you some updates. I will do my best to provide updates and any frequently asked questions for those of you that happen to miss the Google Meets. So can't wait to hear from you guys on Tuesday. If you have any questions, make sure you email me.